Inscription number 178. Nagarjunikanda Inscriptions of Virapaushadatta-Regnal Year 6. Provenance on the ayaka-pillars attached to a stupa in ruins in the valley of the Nagarjanikonda hills, on the right bank of the river Krishna Guntur. District, Andhra Pradesh. Script, Southern Brahmi of the second half of the 3rd century AD. Language, Prakrít. Nagarjunakonda town was earlier called Vijayapuri, which was an important cultural center of South Asia. The original stupa was renovated by the Ikshvaku princes Chamtisiri in the 3rd century, when ayaka-pillars of stone were erected. The outer railing was of wood, its uprights erected over a brick plinth. Nagarjunakonda is a historical town, located near Nagarjun Sagar, Andhra Pradesh. Ruins of several Buddhist and Hindu shrines are located in this town. Ancient Sanskrit scriptures, such as Rigveda, Atharvaveda, and Jaiminiya Upanishad Brahmana, mention the legendary king named Ikshvaku, who ruled this hill town, while some other texts, such as the Ramayana and the Puranas, connect the dynasty of Ikshvaku's descendants to Ayodhya. These Ikshvakus are same as the Shriparvatiya Andhras mentioned in the Matsya Purana. It is one of India's richest Buddhist sites, and now lies almost entirely under the Nagarjunasagar Dam. It is named after Nagarjuna, a southern Indian missionary of Buddhism who lived in the 2nd century. This site was once the location of many Buddhist universities and monasteries, attracting students from as far as China, Gandhara, Bengal and Sri Lanka. The Ikshvaku kings were Shivites and performed Vedic rites, but Buddhism also flourished during their reign. Several Ikshvaku queens and princes contributed to the construction of the Buddhist monuments at present-day Nagarjunakonda. The dynasty's founder Vasishthiputra Chamtamula rose to power after the decline of the Satavahana power. He is founder of the Ikshvaku dynasty. The records of the later Ikshvaku kings describe Chamtamula as a great performer of the Vedic sacrifices such as Agnishtoma, Vajpaya and Ashwamedha. Vasishthiputra Chamtamula won many battles with his valor. He was succeeded by his son Virapurushadatta. An inscription dated to the 20th regnal year of Virapurushadatta mentions Chamtamula's death, which can be interpreted in various ways. It is possible that Chamtamula lived up to this time, having given up the throne at an earlier date. Alternatively, it is possible that the inscription merely commemorates his death anniversary. Mathari-putra Vira-purusha-datta ruled for at least 24 years. His daughter Kodbalishri married the ruler of the Banavasi country, possibly the Chuttu ruler of modern Banavasi. He had 2 sons, Eli Ehavuladasa and Evuvala Chamtamula. English translation of the inscription. Success. Salutations to the Lord, honored by the King of gods, possessed of a highly enlightened knowledge, omniscient, compassionate towards all sentient beings, who has attained liberation, nirvana, as a result of having conquered attachment, hatred and ignorance, the bull and musk elephant having great spiritual leaders, the perfectly enlightened one, who has assumed the form of ashes. At this great Chatya, the Mahatlavri Santisri, the uterine sister of the Ikshvaku king Vasishthiputra Sri Santamula, who is favored by Skanda, the lord of Virupaksha, and who is the giver of crores of gold pieces, lakhs of cows and lakhs of plows, and is unimpaired in his objectives in ale matter. Santisri, the paternal aunt of King Mathari-putra Vira-purusha-datta, the wife of the Mahasenpati, the Mantalvara, Vasishthiputra Skandasri of the Pukiyas, and the mother of Skandasagara, the giver in an unbroken stream of donations and precepts comparable to Velima, out of compassion for the Sramanas, the Brahmanas, the indigent merchants, and the destitutes, the lover of all good people, mistress of great magnificence, having an eye for the past.